I've been a commissioner now for 2.5 years. It's a great learning experience. Very interesting. Some of the most asked questions I've had while I've been just a new commissioner is, number one, people will say, why do we use our tax dollars to run a county hospital? Well, that's not true. It is a county-owned hospital, but it's self-supporting. It's our biggest employer in the county. It's the best thing we got going right now. So, and that's the answer I give them. But I get that a lot. The next question I get is, why do we pay more welfare than any other county? Well, again, that's not correct. Welfare is mandated by federal and state. Every county goes by the same rules. The only thing we do in this county that's not mandated is we have a fraud investigator, and she pays for herself catching people cheating on their welfare. So there's another answer. People say, well, why do we have so many then? My opinion, people think per capita we have more people drawing welfare. People go where they get the most bang for their buck. If you get welfare in Hennepin County and you get welfare in Canadian County, it's the same amount. You can rent a place in Canadian cheaper than you can in Hennepin. And I think that's the bottom line on that. But that's my opinion. The other question I get all the time is, why are our property taxes assessed so high? Kathy touched on that. We go by a formula from the state. We're mandated to use their formula. So everyone in the state uses the same formula. So I guess those are the three main ones I got. Then the other one was, why did you build the jail? And I've got to touch on that just a touch. I've got to defend myself a little bit here. Well, at the time, they've been looking at building a jail for many years. Your options were, our jail that we currently have, they have 20 people in it, but they're not compliant with those 20 people. DOC lets them get by because we're building a new jail. Our jail was non-compliant. To bring that jail up to compliance was a tremendous amount of money, because anybody who's in building knows, once you are in commercial building, you've got to turn the whole thing back to code. And what we looked at was just bringing that building up to code to hold our court prisoners. We have to hold up to 20-25 prisoners for a court day. We have to. Can't keep them in the bus. Can't keep them in the car. People say, put a fence up outside and just put them in. Well, you can't do that. That's all from DOC. Right, Amy?
Correct.
We'll get sued. So
we try to avoid that.
We would have spent $2 to $3 million on the old jail just to make it so we could hold the people for court. Plus, we still had to ship everybody. That's why that was a tough decision. I hate to throw good money after bad, even though it costs a lot of money to build a jail. And now we've got a jail, like the sheriff said, we can have 60 in it. You could staff it for 96. We have a shell space in it where the cells we have are just, they're steel shells. They look like a little fish house. They put the fish house in there and they weld it to the floor, and there you go. All the plumbing's on the back side, so no one has to go in to do anything. We can expand our shell space to hold, how many? Another 60 prisoners. That jail should be good. I'm going to stick my neck out and say for 50 years, because I'll be dead in 50 years. So.